Have you ever seen those women that get absolutely spoiled by every single man that they are with? I'm talking about flowers, gifts, the treatment that they receive, the intimacy they receive, both emotional and physical. Those types of women have a glow about them, and they have a glow about them no matter which man they choose to date. Every single man treats them like they are royalty, treats them like they are a princess, treats them like they are high class and luxury. What I am about to share with you in this episode is going to transform your dating life forever. You are now going to be perceived in the eyes of a man and everyone else around you as high class and luxury once you implement these steps. So if that does sound like something that you want to do and implement into your dating life, then stick around because it's all coming up right now. Hi, welcome back to The Vibration Vault. My name is Alia Zure. I help women all over the world navigate their love life in a more feminine way. So if that sounds like something that you want to do, make sure to subscribe to stick around. Okay, let's begin. When a man meets you, 9 times out of 10, he already has an inflated sense of who you are. And whether it be consciously or subconsciously, he's often already put you on a pedestal. It's crucial not to sabotage yourself by lowering yourself from the pedestal in his eyes. When you do that, it inadvertently communicates that you are used to receiving a low standard, or that you are willing to accept the bare minimum in terms of treatment and respect. A lot of the time when a man switches up his behavior towards you in a negative way, it's because you have shown him that it's acceptable for him to do so through the language and the behavior that you are using subconsciously. So the first thing that you're going to have to stop is deflecting compliments. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are going on a date and you meet this man and he compliments you on how beautiful your dress is. You could use option 1 and you could go into your masculine energy and you could say, oh, you mean this old thing? I got this on sale about 5 years ago and I actually wore it the other night and I just spilled something on it and I haven't had a minute to wash it. So look, can you see the stain? Can you see the stain right here? And then you actually get him to look at this stain or look at a flaw in the dress, taking away from the compliment that he has just given you. When you say this, you might think that it's okay because in your head, you're just trying to be genuine and authentic and real and it's the truth. So why can't you just tell him the truth? But there is such thing as oversharing and unnecessary information. Unfortunately, this is a time where that is relevant. So instead, you are going to use option 2 and you are going to go into your feminine energy. And you are going to say, thank you so much. Honestly, I love it so much too. I recently got it tailored, so now it fits me perfectly. I really love this color on me. When you say this, you're expressing your feminine side to graciously receive. A high-value feminine woman is capable of complimenting herself and expressing herself verbally in a positive light. When you say this, you are not deflecting the compliment, but you are enhancing it, you are embracing it, you are adding to it, and you are almost saying, I know I'm beautiful, without saying, I know I'm beautiful, or I know my dress is perfect. The more that you compliment yourself and the more you agree with the compliments he gives you, the more he is going to see you in this positive light. And the women who get spoiled by their men are the ones who are speaking to themselves in front of their men like this and in front of their friends like this. Now you start to look like someone who deserves those nice things. They want to buy you more of the nice things you are wearing. They want to treat you and spoil you because now you are this shiny, beautiful prize in their eyes. Next thing that you need to stop doing in order to be perceived as high class and luxury is stop seeking validation. Let me give you an example. Let's say he's chosen a restaurant to take you out to and he's let you know which restaurant he's going to be taking you to. However, you don't really like the food at this restaurant and you let that be known to him. And you suggest a different restaurant and he says, no problem, darling, I'm going to get that booked. And he resends you the confirmation just to let you know that he has done as you asked. The date night rolls around and you are on the date. So you could use option 1 And you could go into your masculine energy and you could say, oh my gosh, are you sure that you don't mind us coming to this restaurant? I feel so bad that I made you change the restaurant. I really don't want you to think that I'm very difficult to please. Gosh, I hope that you don't think I'm really annoying now. Are you completely sure that you're okay with being at this restaurant? Are you sure that you're going to be able to find something that you enjoy on the menu? When you say this, you are consciously or subconsciously seeking validation. This man has the privilege of taking you on a date. The last thing that is on his mind is the location of where you are actually going. All he wants to do is impress you. That is his main goal. Remember, he is on this date to cater to you. You cannot be the one trying to cater to him and his wants and his needs. So instead, you are going to use option 2, and you are going to go into your feminine energy and you are going to say, wow, darling, you really know how to make me happy. I am so much happier that we decided to come to this restaurant. I love this restaurant. The food is amazing. You're going to love it. Now, when you say this, you are no longer seeking validation, but instead you are now putting him in the mode to start to seek validation from you. This is how you retain all of your power in the relationship in a feminine way. Trust me, he will be satisfied enough just by seeing your reaction alone to how happy and excited you are to be at this beautiful restaurant. And when you behave like this is what's going to get him to continuously want to keep impressing you forever. So what I want you to do is, instead of seeking constant validation, whether you do it consciously or subconsciously, focus on building self-assurance from within. Practice affirmations like, I trust myself and I trust my decisions. My wants and my needs are valid regardless of anyone else's opinions. Avoid constantly asking for reassurance or approval on your decisions. The next thing that needs to be put on hold and put to a complete and utter halt is ignoring red flags. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are dating a man and he tells you, oh, by the way, I don't want anything serious because I have just come out of a long-term relationship. You hear this and you accept it, but you know deep down that you are a lover girl. You want a relationship and you love being in love. You and I both know deep down that if you allow yourself to fall for this kind of man, you are going to be down so bad when this goes wrong. So in this situation, you could use option 1 and you could go into your masculine energy and you could allow yourself to fall for this man. In your eyes, he's everything that you want in a partner. He's well trained from his previous relationship. And you assume that maybe, just maybe, once he gets to know you, how great and amazing and special you are, you can get him to alter his decision and he will fall madly and deeply in love with you. When you do this, you will be rudely awoken from this blissful dream you are having. He's told you his intentions and you've just blindly chosen to ignore it. So when he does let you down, it's so easy to turn around and paint him out to be the villain to your friends, to your family, to the next man that you date, when in reality, you are the one being dense. Where are your standards? You are self-inflicting this pain for what? What are you getting out of hurting yourself? What are you getting out of altering your beliefs around what you need to do or who you need to be in order to be loved? This is damaging to your self-concept, to your belief system. It's just going to be another sub-story that you have to heal from. So instead, you are going to use option 2 and you are going to go into your feminine energy. And you would say, I think right now is too soon for something to develop and progress between you and I. I'm looking to date with the intention of longevity and marriage. I'm just not the type of woman to invest my time in just anyone. My time is sacred and special to me, but I'm sending all of my love on your healing journey. When you say this, not only do you protect yourself from being let down by a man who's already expressed that he is not interested in anything serious with you, but what you will do is also earn the respect in his eyes. Meaning that now, once he has completed his healing journey, he's more likely to actually want to take you seriously should you still wish to pursue him in that way. Because now what you've shown him is you will always put your self-respect above your feelings. And that's no matter how amazing and beautiful the connection between you both may be. So let's say even in the future, if you did end up with this man, he's now going to treat you with the utmost respect. He's now going to treasure you more. You are going to appear to him to be more of the prize in his eyes because you put your self-respect above your feelings, which in today's day and age is sometimes very difficult to do. We always want to do the things we want to do and deal with the consequences later. When your heart is on the line, it's not an option. So what I want you to do is start to honor your intuition. Set boundaries with compassion. Start to say things like, I'm learning to prioritize my instincts and I'm learning to prioritize my well-being. The next thing that you need to stop doing is changing yourself. Let me give you an example. Let's say that the man you are dating is your dream man and you desperately want to be his dream girl. However, he's never given you any indication that you are not his dream girl. In fact, he's always telling you that you are his dream girl. He's always reassuring you that you are her and you are it. However, your own insecurities take over and you decide to do an FBI deep dive into his past, and you accidentally stumble across pictures of his ex-girlfriend on her social media. You find out she looks the complete opposite way that you look. Although you are beautiful and he says so too, you can't seem to shift this image of her out of your head. You could use option one and you could go into your masculine energy and you could go to the hairdressers and book an appointment to get your hair colored and dyed and cut and styled just like hers, in the hope that you start to look a lot more like her and a lot less like you. But when you do this, you're just expressing a severe case of insecurity. This is deeply unattractive. This is not the trait of a feminine dream girl. When you do this, subconsciously, he's going to fall more and more out of love with you. What you're actually doing is sabotaging your relationship. If he can see that you are making alterations to yourself, and these alterations are not coming from a good place of self-improvement, they are coming from a place of insecurity and I am broken, I need to fix me. You are going to push him away. You are going to appear to be less desirable in your current form that you are in because that is how you view yourself. And now he's going to view you through that same lens that you view yourself through. So instead, you are going to use option two and you are going to enter your feminine energy. You are going to remain exactly how you are. You're going to love yourself exactly how you are. You are going to trust his word. If he says to you that you are his dream girl, you are it, you are her, you don't need to change. If you make improvements to yourself, it comes from a place of self-development and self-love and not from a place of hatred and harm and anger. Once you start to change yourself because you hate yourself, once you actually achieve that desired goal, you will always be trained to look for other things that you hate about yourself. And it's a never-ending cycle. A feminine woman knows and embraces her beauty. It's okay to enhance your beauty, but never try to be someone else. It's a very dark and depressing route to take, and it's going to kill your relationship. So what I want you to do here is, instead of changing yourself to fit someone else's idea of perfect and fit that mold, embrace your uniqueness. You are you, and that is unique enough. You are beautiful enough. Start saying things to yourself like, I love being true to myself. I am comfortable in my own skin. I love how I look and others receive me well. So last but not least, the final thing that you need to stop doing in order to be perceived as high class and luxury is stop over accommodating. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're going on a date with a man and you have done your hair, you have done your makeup, and it's about half an hour before he's supposed to be coming to pick you up and you are going on your date. However, you get a phone call from him and he cancels very last minute. He says that something has come up at work and that is something that he now needs to prioritize. He apologizes and he says he can do tomorrow instead. However, you have a friend's birthday party tomorrow. You could use option 1 and you could go into your masculine energy and you could say, yeah, absolutely, that's no problem. Don't worry about it. I will just see you then tomorrow instead. Why don't you let me know what time you're free and I will just make myself available for you. And then you could pick up the phone and you could call your girlfriend and you could make up a lie and an excuse about how sick you are and how you won't be able to make her birthday dinner tomorrow. When you do this, you are being over accommodating. Okay, I know when you're in the moment, it's very hard to do because you have this thought in your head thinking, okay, but I get to see my friends whenever. My friends are very forgiving and I really want to explore something with this man. I just want to see where it will go and I owe myself that. I deserve that. But the point that you're missing here is it's up to a man to cater to you. He has to fit himself into your schedule. And this isn't one of those silly little games that you play. It's actually showing him that you are of importance and you are the prize. And in the long run, if you genuinely do like him and you want something long term with him, he's going to respect you a lot more in the future. Now you are also at the risk of him potentially doing this to you again, because now you are showing him and teaching him that it's okay for him to treat you this way and you will still be overly accommodating to whatever situation it is. So instead, you are going to use option 2 and you are going to go into your feminine energy. And you are going to say, a little bit more notice would be appreciated, darling. You know, I really respect your time and I expect you to do the same for me. I'm busy tomorrow, but I will be free on Monday. So you can just pick me up at 6 p.m. and I will give you a chance to redeem yourself and impress me and make it up to me. Now, when you see this, he's going to have this fear of disappointing you and he's going to have this need to want to impress you and redeem himself. Rather than over accommodating, remember to prioritize your own needs, your own wants, your own desires, your own self-respect. Say things like, I'm learning to balance my needs with the needs of others. So that is a wrap for today's episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to hit the thumbs up and please make sure to subscribe to stick around. And until next time, mwah, I love you. Bye.